Hello, and welcome to Reality TV News Update, where you'll find the most recent news, entertaining moments, and exclusive behind-the-scenes content. Ashley Hollis never imagined she would be speaking about Mickey Lee in the past tense. Their relationship remained complicated long after Big Brother 27 ended, shaped by rivalry, misunderstandings, and the emotional intensity that only reality television can produce. Following Mickey Lee's death, Ashley is now speaking out about a last meaningful attempt to reconnect with a cast member, offering a deeply human reflection on forgiveness, regret, and the bonds that form within the house. The Big Brother community was in shock when they heard that Mickey Lee had passed away. Throughout the seasons, tributes, memories, and condolence messages were posted on social media by fans, fellow house guests, and alumni. Mickey will always be remembered by viewers and cast members for her sharp wit, fierce independence, and unapologetic presence. For Ashley Hollis, the loss was profoundly personal. In a recent interview, Ashley stated, "It hit me harder than I expected. We went through something together that very few people truly understand. No matter what happened between us, that connection never really disappears." In the Big Brother 27 house, Ashley and Mickey's relationship was anything but straightforward. The two strategically aligned early in the season, recognizing their outsider status and shared desire to play smart, deliberate games. However, cracks began to form as pressure mounted over the following weeks. Misunderstandings led to an increase in tension, and in the end, the two of them found themselves on opposing sides of the house. On the screen, there were instances of disagreement and emotional distance. According to Ashley, they were not always aware of how much those events affected them both. Ashley stated, "That house magnifies everything. Every argument feels final. Every word has a purpose. Also, there are times when you have to move on before you have to cool down for the next game turn." Their relationship persisted despite Mickey's removal. The Big Brother 27 finale came and went. Ashley was crowned the winner, and life outside the house moved quickly. Interviews, appearances, and public attention consumed Ashley's time, while Mickey began navigating post-show life in her own way. Despite this, Ashley claims that her thoughts were always on Mickey. "I always knew there were things left unsaid," she acknowledged. "I didn't want our story to end with resentment," the author says. After the season had come to an end, Ashley made the decision to communicate privately. It wasn't prompted by an event or public pressure, just a quiet realization that holding on to unresolved feelings no longer served either of them. "I sent her a message telling her I hoped she was doing okay," Ashley recalled. "I told her I appreciated what we shared in the house and that I was sorry for my part in how things ended." Ashley claims that the message did not refer to reliving previous disagreements or assigning blame. Instead, it was about acknowledging the complexity of their relationship and extending empathy. "I didn't expect anything back," she stated. "I stated I just wanted her to know that I didn't feel bad about it." Mickey, according to Ashley, did respond. Even though the conversation was brief, it was meaningful. Ashley shared, "She thanked me for reaching out. It didn't feel like a dramatic reconciliation, but it was peaceful nonetheless, as if we had a deeper understanding of one another." Ashley still holds a lot of emotional weight from that moment, especially now that she has learned that Mickey has passed away. "I'm grateful I didn't wait longer," she said quietly.
That opportunity is denied to so many people. Relationships that thrive under extreme pressure are often fostered in reality television settings. The contestants are kept apart from the outside world, forced to compete constantly, and sometimes unintentionally encouraged to view one another as obstacles rather than people. Ashley is of the opinion that context is of the utmost importance when it comes to understanding conflicts that take place on shows like Big Brother. She explained, "We are not our best selves in there all the time. You're exhausted, anxious, and emotional. You say things you wouldn't normally, and then the world judges those moments forever." Ashley has been outspoken about showing grace to herself as well as former cast members since Mickey's death. She stated, "It's easy to think back on every conversation and wonder what you could have done differently. But at some point, you have to accept that we're all doing the best we can with what we have at the time." Ashley's candor has received overwhelming support from fans. Many praised her for speaking about the loss honestly and with compassion, rather than speculating or promoting herself. Others shared their own stories of unresolved friendships and the pain of losing someone before reconciliation could fully take place. Ashley asserts that these messages have backed up her decision to speak out in public. "If sharing this encourages even one person to reach out to someone they've been holding a grudge against," she stated, "it's worth it." As tributes continue to pour in for Mickey Lee, Ashley hopes the focus remains on remembering her fully, not just as a reality TV personality, but as a person. Ashley stated, "Mickey was strong, outspoken, and deeply human. She wasn't afraid to be herself, even if it meant that things would go wrong." Ashley also addressed the importance of mental and emotional care for reality TV participants, noting that the transition back to normal life can be jarring and isolating. She stated, "We need to be kinder to contestants, public figures, and each other. You never really know what someone is carrying." Ashley took time off of social media in the days that followed the news to reflect privately. She describes lighting a candle, looking at old photos from the season, and doing so allowed her to grieve without the distraction of public commentary. "There is no right way to grieve," she stated, "especially when things got complicated in the relationship." Looking back, Ashley says her Big Brother 27 win feels different now, less about celebration and more about perspective. She stated, "That experience gave me friendships, lessons, and memories I will carry forever. It also taught me that closure is important and that life is fragile." Even though Ashley is aware that she can't change what happened in the past, she takes comfort in the fact that she reached out to her at the right time. "I'll always be thankful that our last interaction was timed," she said. "That matters more than people realize." Ashley Hollis's reflection serves as a reminder of the humanity that lies behind reality television. As the Big Brother community continues to mourn Mickey Lee's death, real people are forming real connections beneath the edits, strategies, and storylines. Sometimes flawed, sometimes incomplete, but always meaningful. And by choosing compassion over silence, Ashley hopes that understanding, empathy, and grace will be used to honor Mickey's memory, rather than conflict.
Hollis has replayed the message in her head more times than she can count. It wasn't long or dramatic, just a few carefully chosen words sent with sincerity and no expectations. At the time, she didn't know it would become one of the last interactions she'd have with her former Big Brother 27 castmate, Mickey Lee. Now, in the wake of Mickey's passing, Ashley is speaking publicly for the first time about reaching out, reflecting on reconciliation, grief, and the complicated bonds formed inside the reality TV bubble. The death of Mickey Lee caused a stir among Big Brother fans. Mickey was remembered as outspoken, sharp-witted, and unapologetic by fellow alumni, viewers, and others. She was a standout presence long after her eviction because her time on Big Brother 27 was marked by passion, both in her gameplay and in her relationships. The defeat affected Ashley in a very personal way. Ashley stated, "When you live with someone 24/7 under that kind of pressure, they become a permanent part of your story. That connection doesn't just disappear, despite the fact that things did not end perfectly." Inside the house, Ashley and Mickey's relationship evolved quickly. The two began to gravitate toward one another early on. They became close over late-night strategy talks and a shared desire to play with intention rather than chaos. When trust was low, they trusted each other, and their partnership felt solid for a while. However, the purpose of Big Brother is to test loyalty. Ashley and Mickey began to communicate incorrectly as alliances changed and paranoia set in. Due to exhaustion and the constant awareness that every move was being watched, even small incidents turned into tension. Eventually, their alliance fractured, leaving unresolved feelings on both sides. Ashley explained, "What people don't always see is how quickly everything moves in there. You don't get space to process. After getting hurt, the next competition starts and you have no choice but to push it down." The two of them never had the chance to have a meaningful conversation when Mickey was kicked out. Ashley won Big Brother 27 at the end of the season and advanced to the finale. Media appearances, fan reactions, and the sudden transition from anonymity to visibility all happened at breakneck speed outside the house. However, Ashley claims that she never forgot about Mickey despite the chaos. She stated, "I kept thinking about how intense things were between us. Not in a negative way, just unfinished." Months after filming Wrapped, Ashley made a quiet decision to reach out privately. There was no attempt to rewrite history, no public gesture, no announcement. "I didn't want to rehash the game," Ashley said. "I just wanted to acknowledge that what we went through was real and wish her well," I stated. Ashley sent Mickey a message expressing appreciation for their time in the house and taking responsibility for her own part in how their relationship ended. She didn't expect forgiveness or a renewed friendship, only peace. To her surprise, Mickey responded. Ashley recalled, "It was brief, but it was kind. She thanked me for reaching out. That was absolutely crucial. The past was softened, not erased by the exchange." For Ashley, that small moment of mutual understanding now carries immense weight. "When I found out she had passed, I was devastated," Ashley said. "However, I was also thankful that our last interaction was human and respectful." Grief, Ashley admits, has been complicated. Losing someone you shared conflict with can bring a unique kind of sorrow, one layered with memory, regret, and unanswered questions. You start thinking about every conversation, every moment you could have handled differently, she said. That's hard. Ashley has been candid about the emotional toll reality television can take, especially once the cameras stop rolling. Contestants face public scrutiny and online scrutiny as they return to normal life with experiences that the majority of people cannot fully relate to. The audience sees edited moments, Ashley said, but we live with the aftermath. In the days following Mickey's passing, Ashley stepped back from social media, choosing to grieve privately. She says she needed space to process her emotions without commentary or speculation. She said quietly, "Grief isn't content, it's personal." When Ashley did decide to speak out, it was with intention. She wanted to honor Mickey's memory without sensationalizing their past or centering herself in the loss. Mickey was more than a storyline, Ashley emphasized. She was a daughter, a friend, a real person.
Fans have largely responded with empathy, thanking Ashley for approaching the subject with care. Many shared their own experiences of unresolved relationships and the pain of losing someone before full closure was possible. "That's what stayed with me," Ashley stated. "So many people are carrying similar regrets." Ashley hopes that sharing her story might encourage others to reach out sooner than later. If someone comes to mind when you hear this, don't wait. Pride isn't worth it. As the Big Brother community continues to mourn Mickey Lee, Ashley believes her legacy should be remembered in full. Her strength, her honesty, and her willingness to be vulnerable on a public stage. "She was fearless," Ashley said, "even when it made things uncomfortable." Looking back now, Ashley says her Big Brother 27 win feels less about strategy and more about perspective. "The game taught me that relationships matter more than moves," Ashley reflected. "You don't realize how much until it's too late." While nothing can change the outcome, Ashley finds solace in knowing she chose compassion when she did. "I reached out, and I'll always be thankful for that." In an environment built on competition and conflict, Ashley Hollis's reflection is a reminder that behind every reality TV moment are real people navigating real emotions. And sometimes the most meaningful victories happen quietly, off camera, in moments of grace that never make the edit but last a lifetime.